Right now, it's time to give you my opinion about this reel that is setting the internet on fire. Meghan trying to be spontaneous about her new brand because she has ditched American Riviera Orchard, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure it was on trademark grounds because she couldn't get to trademark that just for the fact that he'd said American Riviera. That was hard enough. Oh, well, currently on her Instagram, what an absolute load of bollocks, says Five Button. Netflix is now her partner, and it's huge. She thought about it first, though, as if she would have nagged them to death. I don't know how Netflix went through this, but we're going to see, sure that this is the right size. Okay, we're gonna. So this is what Meghan posted and how she wants to be seen as spontaneous about her brand. That her brand now is as ever, as with only one S. Just in case you know my accent or my pronunciation or my way of saying the words can get in the way. As ever. What is that? I don't know, but
it's recording.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to let me put this smaller so it doesn't get captions don't get in the way, and you get the full frame of Meghan speaking to the camera without the captions getting the much better right now. We can see Meghan. Oh, how lovely, Duchess of Sausages. Let's go.
It's recording.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long.
Right, this is a bit can't. Let me see. Make sure that you can see the full frame, and you can hear that Harry saying it's recording. Oh yeah, it's like it's this spontaneous video, and Harry's behind the camera at this time. And no, I don't think that Harry would be behind the camera. I think that Meghan was holding the camera herself, but Harry wouldn't know. Harry would be like filming her. Then Harry would be filming himself instead, like like people who have no idea what they are doing. But well, let's watch this. Kat is out of the bag. She wants to announce her brand. Let's watch the whole video and then we can comment afterwards. I think that is the best approach.
Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area.
Sorry, I have to interrupt the Duchess. That's what attorneys are for, right? You know that you pay attorneys to consult them, and what do you think about this? How hard would it be to create a brand? Okay, let me talk to my trademarking friends, and we can talk about. Oh no, it's not a good idea. Come out with another thing. But we already know that she came all the way with that idea, quote unquote. She didn't consult with anybody, only to make any sort of noise over what was happening to Catherine. You remember that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, was and this announcement, what she was going through, and Meghan couldn't resist. I cannot resist. She. Occupying all these headlines. So I need to do something. And she launched her American Riviera Orchard brand because she couldn't resist. Yeah, you should have spoken to an attorney, Meghan. That would have solved a lot of issues.
Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it.
One thing that I'm going to suggest. When you are recording yourself, Little Meg, you have to make sure it is much better if you try to use two things. You use some sort of selfie stick to make the camera a bit farther from you. It is even better if you use a vlogging camera. You can use a vlogging camera. Where's my vlogging camera? A camera like this. Okay, this is this is not an ad. It's one of the best vlogging cameras they are. This is a Sony, what? This is Sony ZV-E10. This is a camera that I used to have here for another angle. This is one of the most popular vlogging cameras because you can use it to record yourself. Okay, you record yourself. That would help, and that would help to have a stabilizer so you don't have the camera going all around. But it's important that the camera is a bit farther from your face, because if you have the camera too close to your face, this is going to happen. Like your forehead is going to look, how does, like Trump says, huge. It's gonna be huge, and you don't want your forehead to look huge. You want your forehead to look like a normal human being, not like Megamind. No. This is, you don't want to be the biracial Megamind. No. But this is what is going to happen. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna show you what is going on with Meghan, and yeah, it's this is the problem. Even the frame. Even the eyes should be following the rule of thirds. Not even that. I don't know if this video was clipped. Perhaps it was clipped, but I'm seeing that. Yeah, that is the frame. That is the frame. It is not working. It is not working. Again, I am going to be very clear about this. I'm going to be very clear, extremely clear about this. That is not Meghan's actual forehead size. She looks like Megamind. Yeah, she looks like Megamind, but it's because of bad use of a camera. You want to do something so spontaneous. I want to use my mobile phone because that is the spontaneous way to do things with your phone. So like this, like that. But no, that is you need art direction, Meghan. You suck at this. That's not a professional way of doing things. You can look better. This looks unpolished. This looks amateurish. This is not it. This is not it. This looks 2010C. This looks 2010C. And Lizzie B, you are spot on. I'm going to highlight your comment because this is spot on. I counted like 14 edits, more or less. Like, you couldn't even record a video in a single sequence. You had to make all those cuts because you have to stop and start every single time. If you want something spontaneous, you record something from the beginning to end and you do various takes. And you do 20 takes. Yeah, why not? You have the time. Are you in a rush? Is somebody waiting for you? No, nobody's waiting for you. You have the time to do 20 takes for this. So a couple suggestions for you, Meghan. Get yourself a decent camera. Get yourself a decent, not a selfie stick, but a stabilizer. I don't have my. You have my stabilizer. I have my stabilizer in here. I have all my. Oh yeah, I have my stabilizer in here as well. This is not for cameras, but this is something that I could lend this to you, Meghan. I haven't used this in like this stuff. Okay, this is stuff. This stuff that looks like some kind of sci-fi thing. You put on your mobile phone in here, and then it stabilizes your mobile phone so you can speak into that. Okay, you can hold it, and you can even attach something so your forehead doesn't look like the Green Lantern bad guy. I mean that movie was really bad, but I still have nightmares with that villain. I forgot the name of that guy, by the way. How do you? Okay, I forgot the way that I fold this. Let me put this away. Meghan, you're an amateur. What's going on? What's going on? You have so many people around you trying to, help you with this. I can't help but criticize you on this because this is terrible. This is terrible. I mean, let's keep watching.
Curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood. It's a nickname for Santa Barbara. But it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been.
Yeah, we got that. Even I, that English is my second language, I got that as well. But well, you do you, and yeah, you have to. Somebody pointed out that she always has to put her jewelry hand to her face, because that is like in her self-contract, her self-written contract. I have to merge my jewelry all the time. I need to merge my jewelry. As a full valley girl.
And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG,
no, we didn't.
You know, I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is
yeah, no, we knew about the roasted chicken that you were making when Catherine and William came over to visit, and you were barefoot, getting the chicken out of the oven. I still, it's kind of things that you remember for some reason. That is quite a first impression.
That's what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thank you.
Now I really want to see the products. Well, why not? The jam is gonna be pushed. I was wrong. I have to acknowledge that I was wrong at some point. At some point I said there is no way that Netflix is gonna get into the jam business. Why would Netflix get into the jam business? But it so happens that Netflix is getting into the jam business. I was wrong. I'm the first to acknowledge I was wrong about this. I got that one wrong. You can put that in my wrong bucket. That came out really wrong, in fact. But well, whatever. But I remember that I thought that no, Netflix in not in a million years was going to do this. But it so happens that it seems that it is a fact. Now, it is my understanding that the contract itself ends in September. It has been quite some time, right? That the contract was signed in September 2020. It's like that sounds like lives ago, like eons ago. So much has happened since 2020, where every single one of us, and sounds like those 5 years have been really long. But in this case, I'm still expecting to see what are they going to do with the cooking show. I am going to say something that might surprise some of you. I am willing to watch Meghan's cooking show with an open mind. I had an open mind for that documentary. It was worse than I thought. Was possible. But I don't know why I have the hunch that Meghan's cooking show is going to be at least passable. I mean, okay, you're gonna, oh, Jesus, you went to the dark side. No, I want to be fair. You know, if you have been following the body language guy, if you have been following the Royal Road, you know that I always want to be fair. That's why you watch me, because you want my fair take. Having watched the trailer, the Meghan stuff was a bit odd, but having watched the people who is behind this, and seeing that Netflix even doubling down into investing in her brand, I have the hunch that her cooking show that you absolutely don't have to watch, I will watch it so you don't have to, is going to be passable. Even I would go as far as to say it could be good at times. Okay, just not because of Meghan, of course, but because the people who is behind the show have been doing a bit of research. Okay, this is that Netflix did not pull any punches. They did not cut any corners. They went all in on this. They 100% want this to work. So it is a possibility. I am approaching this with an open mind. This well, exactly as you're seeing in the comments. Some of you are commenting. This is 2010's inspiration. This is I am so spontaneous. I am with my white blouse. That is all this being pure and naive. And thank God it's not beige. There's something that we need to recognize, that Meghan did not go for beige. That is something. We know that the trailer is all beige. That is one thing, but at least this teaser that she did spontaneously is not a beige. But this is, I don't know how to say this. By God, this angle. It's the camera angle. I want to be fair. This is not this is not Meghan. I know Meghan. I've analyzed Meghan. Meghan, this is not the way. You can do things better than this. The camera angle is so important. This is not it. This is not it. I'm going to say that. I'm going to be a gentleman and say, Meghan, this was wrong to be filmed like this. This was the wrong camera angle. It was the wrong way to approach this. You're trying to be natural, and you have like 14 edits, like cuts here and there from various angles, and it looks like a mess. It looks like a mess. Nope. That's all that I'm going to say. Also, that angle from under your face and your head cut. Again, I don't know if there's a bigger reel. Maybe the original reel is not cut. I'm gonna give her a pass on that one. But again, this is what happens. You see a neck that looks on one side. Okay, you see a neck on one side. When you add the mouth, you see that both the chin and the mouth are disproportionately bigger, and then the nose is even bigger compared to the neck, and then the eyes. No, this begins to distort the whole image because the camera is too close to your face. I'm going to just make that criticism and not be as hard on her. There are so many tools that you can use. Especially the tool that you married, but there's another kind of tool. But I don't know. I will be looking out for all the shenanigans that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are up to that March 4th, right? March 4th, we're like 2 weeks away. And I would like to know what do you think about this in the comments. Hey, God.